So I'm not chasing the right discomfort that I need to grow in the direction I want to. So what I mean by this is basically I've never had a problem with physical challenges or like physical feats, right? And I would like to say that my physique is a testament to that, right? I've gotten stronger, I've gotten bigger, um, progressive overload, basically, as a lot of you would know. Um, and the most recent example of this would be actually be today because the gym that I went to, I didn't have access to a pool, and I thought of just skipping cardio. Um, but in the end, I said no, I'm not going to skip cardio, and I decided to hop on the treadmill. And I hate running. I don't run. So I said, okay, I'll run as much as I can. And 300 meters in, I was done. I didn't want to do any more, but I said, okay, let me push to a K. And I pushed to a K, and then I went 1.1K. So it wasn't that much of a push. My goal was 1K, I got 1.1, but you get the idea, right? I don't have a problem with pushing past my limits. Um, but the real discomfort for me would be more on the spectrum of personal growth and academic growth. I I don't enjoy the feeling of putting an effort in social and academic growth. Like, okay, I'm not dumb. I have an 80% average across most of my subjects, which is good. But I know I can push to 90 and I can push to 100 on some subjects, namely English. So when I'm sitting at 80 and high 70s, it's like a whole 10-20% that I'm missing out on. And when I look at that, and I try take it head on, like that 3 hours of physics I did yesterday. I didn't like it. I got overwhelmed. I wanted to quit, and I do quit. So what I do is I look for the easier discomfort. I look for the easy discomfort, which for me is a physical challenge, because I know I can push myself. I know that I will get better at it, and I like getting better at it. It's I like the process of getting better at it. I don't like the process of getting better at maths or physics. And 3 years ago, my maths average was 45%. Currently, it's 80%. So it was a long journey. A lot of people can do that in 3 months. It took me 3 years to do that, and I hated it, and I still hate it. So academics is one of those things where I need to chase that discomfort of just doing academics every single day to get that 90% average. And the worst one for me is my personal growth, my personality. And this is another indication to me that I'm quite narcissistic, or maybe not narcissistic, but there's something not good essentially in my personality. Because when I did journal, I've attempted to journal twice now. Whenever I did that, it exposed my problems in myself, and the problems were staring back at me, and I didn't like it. It scared me because it's different from seeing something physically wrong with you, because you can change, to fix the size of your arms, you need to go to gym, right? You just need a pump iron. But when it comes to a deeply rooted personal issue that's just been hidden and it's been eating away at you, and suddenly it's exposed, it looks like a monster, because you don't 100% know a way of fixing it. You don't. And the fact that it's been there so long, and having small arms is easily fixable because it's not an identity issue. When you see a fucking mosquitoes, when you see a personal issue, when you see I have a massive fucking ego, you don't like that. You try cover that up again. So you stop journaling. So I stopped journaling. When I was really depressed, I said, okay, why am I depressed? Because of XYZ. That XYZ scared me because that's years of work. Because that was years of me building that identity up, that bad identity up, right? And at heart, right, my one soul the one thing I know I'm good at is that I do try help people, and if I can. But if I look at myself deeply, there is more bad than good, and I put a lot of energy at covering that up. Even now, right? You might not even think of me as that bad of a guy, and I'm not. I know I'm not that bad of a guy, but deep down, when I write on a page why I'm feeling this way or why I do that, and I'll do it again. I'll go in our journal and I'll show you guys what I mean. It's it's tough because it's not an easy fix. It's not a simple method. You have to sit down every day. You need to write down how you're feeling, and you need to practice ways on how to fix it. Social skills, it's a skill. You need to practice it. Right? That's why it's called social skills. So my goal has shifted to a more clearly defined goal, and that is to start personal growth. Because I won't lie, the swimming, the stretching, the working harder in the gym, it's been nice, but when I get home and the nice feeling fades, I know deep down it hasn't addressed the issue that I've sought out to fix. Right? The whole point of this project was for me to get better, to change my identity. And that starts at who I am. So, sure, I've built off of what I've already built. I've already built a good gym ethic, which is great. And I've built off of what I've already built. But I need to start being really introspective. And when I tried to be introspective, that made me way more depressed. And the thing is, I try to be introspective when I was already depressed. And that's why it made me feel so much worse, because I found these issues, and then I'll just focus on these issues without actually like trying to fix them. And that would contribute to my depression. Because not only do I know I'm a piece of shit, but now I know why I'm a piece of shit, and I'm not doing anything to fix it, right? And oh, my God. So yeah, it's not it's not an enjoyable thing. And another thing is that I'm procrastinating on the real discomfort, right? I don't procrastinate at going to the gym. I don't procrastinate at the gym on doing my core and cardio. But this morning, I knew I needed to do a little bit of physics. Like I said yesterday, I would do a little bit of momentum and impulse, and I did. But I woke up at 8:30, and that was the first thing on my mind, and I only did it at about 12 p.m. That's 4 hours. You want to know what I did before I did some physics? I played video games, and that's a problem. You say, okay, well, at least you did it. Sure, I did it, but that isn't the point of this challenge. The point of this challenge is to do it when you don't feel like doing it. When the resistance is high, that's when you need to do it. The whole point is to challenge yourself, not to find the path of least resistance. I had to do it because I made a promise to myself, so I did it, but I didn't do it when I needed to do it. Right? And I didn't take advantage of that high resistance. So in essence, I failed today. I failed today. And I failed the previous days because now I have a different view on it. And that's the one thing I want you to take away from this video is the type of discomfort matters, right? If I go break my leg, that is technically discomfort, but it's not a beneficial discomfort, right? It's when you start, it's okay to take a very simple view on it, but there's so many layers to it, right? Yes, I could. Another way of looking at it, yes, okay, I could take the discomfort head on of, practicing physics. But if I then go practice a topic that I already know very well, that's not real discomfort, because I'm not challenging my my ability to perform. And that's another point of this. I need to display my flaws, and you need to show yourself your flaws so you know where to attack. Because otherwise, what is the point? You are deluding yourself. You're saying, "Oh, look, I'm doing so well in Newton's laws." Yeah, but your fucking chemistry is shit. So why are you practicing Newton's laws? You know. So that's my rant. So yeah, I did my physics today. I stretched, I did core, I did leg day. And my leg injury has gotten significantly better since I started stretching. Thank you, Adrian, so much. I did a bit of work, and I ate breakfast. I ate well today. But now I want to make myself another promise. And so far, I've been keeping to my promises. I feel like I haven't been doing enough. So, what I'm going to say is at least one thing. You know, when you know you need to do something, and you think about it, and you get that gut wrenching feeling, so you think about something immediately, something else immediately. What I'm going to do is instead of thinking about something else immediately, I'm going to do that one thing. That one thing. Even if I have five things that give me that gut wrenching feeling, in the beginning, tomorrow, I'm going to do one of those five things, for example. Just one. So that I can start getting into the habit of just facing it when the resistance is high. And that's what I want you to do. Make it easy on yourself in difficult times. Yeah. And that's where I'm going to end it. Bye bye.